think like 100 bob or 150, like that cheap. At 8 in the morning. I'm like, oh, I think this is the time someone proposes. Oh, and guess what? That was it. He never proposed. Like, I don't know, the ring kneeling down, or so he was like, okay. How can you be there without money? And why do you have this small phone? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. How are you doing? So I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine. I thank God. And today it's not so good. So the other day I was talking to someone, and that person was asking me, like, he was telling me, I say, connect me to your randomly single friends. And I'm like, oh, here the friends I have, they're all married. So I don't have a single person that I can connect you to. Like, okay, so get me someone else. I'm like, I don't have friends. Like, how? And I'm like, okay, I have friends, but I think there are 4 in total. If there are so many, I think there are 5. Yes. And then it's like, how come you don't have friends? And I'm like, it's a long story. So you guys, I want to tell you my journey of making friends in Kenya. So when I was planning to come, like days, weeks before coming, I started like checking out a few people that I know that were in Kenya, trying to get in touch and ask them if we can hang out, da 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 da. So I remember I was this side. Then my husband, of course, kept on like pressuring me. You should check on people you know who are here, da da da. So I was like, okay, let me just call. I know a few people are this side, but I don't have their numbers. So I managed to get their numbers. And then I started calling them. I remember this one friend. She's my Oggy. Hi, Oggy. She's my Oggy in high school. So I called her. Like, hi, let's give her a name. Let's say she's Jackie. We call her Jackie. So I'm like, hi Jackie, how are you? This is Joyce. Joyce, we were in the same class at this school. You remember me? Da, da, da. I used to mime, I used to sing. Da, da. And she's like, oh Joyce, I remember you. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? So we talked, and I'm like, hi, I'm getting married to a Kenyan. I'm settling here soon, like in weeks, if not days. So I was looking for, connections, like people can show me around, blah, blah, blah. Then she was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, okay, you can check on me on Tuesday, we see. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll call you on Tuesday. So Tuesday came, I called her. Hi, Jackie, how are you? Like, oh, I'm fine. So you told me to call you on Tuesday, see if we can have coffee, And she was like, I'm a bit busy. By the way, where do you stay? And then that time my husband was staying in South B. Me, I didn't know the places here. I didn't know South B, I didn't know how people rank places here. I don't know the rich places, the poor places. I didn't know anything. So I was, happily, with where we used to live. Okay, where my husband used to live. By then, because I'd not like, moved in 100% because we were waiting for our wedding, which was like around the corner. So I'm like, hey, right now I'm in South B. And then she's like, oh, okay. Me, I live in Karen. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know Karen. South B, I only knew where I was staying, where my husband was staying. So I didn't know anything. Like, I was so innocent. And then she's like, oh, me, I live in Karen. And I'm like, okay. And then she was like, okay, I'll give you a call. And that's it. She never called. I kept on calling her. She didn't pick up my phone calls after that. And then I told my husband, that's so strange. Like, we were talking, everything was okay. And then she asked me where I stay. And then I told her we stay in South B. And then she told me she stays in Karen. And then my husband is like, oh, she stays in Karen. She must be loaded. And I'm like, why? Like, people stay in Karen are super, super loaded. And I'm like, okay. So that has nothing to do with us meeting, like where she stays and where I stay. It's nothing, it has nothing to do with our meeting. I'm capable of paying for my bills. So I'm not like asking her to come with Karen, I don't know what, and pay my bills. And then it was like, okay, now here, people who stay in Karen I don't know, how can I call it, high class. So other people are not. So people who stay in Karen, they are a bit I don't want to offend anyone, but it's not offending anyone. It's okay. He was trying to explain to me, people who stay in Karen, they are, I don't know, super loaded, compared to people who stay in other places. And I'm like, okay, like, still I don't understand the point. Why can't you meet, because I why can't you meet me because I live in South B and you live in Karen? Like, what's the problem about it? So I know she dodged me and I gave up. I stopped calling her. She never called me again. She never, I even deleted her number because it had no use. Someone is feeling sweet on me because they live in Karen. And I'm like, okay. So I called another person that I knew. I knew that, you know, she was here, and it's like she was also avoiding me. I was like, okay, now what's happening with people, with Rwandese who stay in Kenya? Like, you guys don't want to meet your own people? Like, are you ashamed? Are you too proud? Are you, like, what's happening? So I stopped calling people. I stopped, you know, asking people to meet me because now they were not welcoming, and it looked like, you know, either they are so proud or they're hiding. I didn't know what exactly. So I called the second person. Also, she was dodging me. I was like, okay, now, first of all, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm really trying my best to fit in, to create new friends or to connect with old friends. But if you're avoiding me, then I cannot insist. Like, I'm not desperate. First of all, I always prefer, even back home, I prefer men than women, because men are so outgoing, they are so easy, they don't complicate life. There is no competition, there is nothing. They, you know, if it's a friendship, it's a friendship. And my husband knows that. He knows back home, like, 80% of my friends are men. Yes, and it doesn't mean that you sleep with them or what. It's a genuine friendship where, like, you know, this person will connect you to a good job. This person, you know, like, such people who really like you as a friend without any other benefit. So back to the story. So I stopped calling people and I was like, okay, let me just see, you know, these people, I think they live a different life and they don't want to be bothered. Let me just leave them. So I left them, and you know, I kept my small circle. Then my question is now, before I ask my question, this also another time we went to Karen that side again for lunch. And then where we were seated, behind us, there was a couple that had a boy, I think. And that couple, the husband was Rwandese 100%, and the woman was, she is, or she was, half Rwandese, half Ugandan. But they all spoke, like, they speak my language. So they were speaking in my language. So I heard them and I started smiling. You know, when in a foreign country, you hear people speaking your language, of course you get excited. So I got excited. I kept on, like, looking at them because now they could, like, the tables were almost, you know, close to each other. So I could hear everything they were saying. So I kind of, like, you know, end up, like, talking to them. Like, hi, you guys. I'm Joyce. I'm from Rwanda. You know, I'm a bit new. It's good to hear someone speaking Kinyarwanda. Like, oh, how are you? So we started talking. So at some point, the man left. I don't know what. I don't know if he had gone to do something. I don't know what. But he left for a few minutes. Then I stayed with the lady and the kid. I was also with my husband and the kid. Even my husband left for a few minutes. I think they were, like, trying to give us space to talk. And then we talked, and then she was like, so where do you guys stay? And I'm like, oh, we stay in Upper Hill. Now that time we were in Upper Hill. That was like, uh, I think it was in 20, like, after COVID, 2022. So I was like, we are in Upper Hill. And then she was like, oh, we stay in Karen. And I'm like, okay. There's, that one thing, there's that thing people who stay in Karen do, or judge people. I don't know what it is. I don't even know how to explain it. But the moment they feel that you're not staying in Karen, there's a way they treat you, or they judge you, or they underlook you. Like, I've never understood that part. Please, Kenyans who stay in Karen, please tell us what it means to stay in Karen. And people in Karen, do they are they like different human beings? Are they different human beings? Like in Karen, do they like drink a different type of water? Do they like, besides having money, what else is different from you guys? Like as a human being, because everyone who stays in Karen, when you tell them that you don't stay in Karen, they feel like you're not, I don't know, worth to be their friend. I feel like it's like they're about to tell you, oh, you don't deserve to be in this place with people who live in Karen. Like there's something about it. I've not seen it on men, I've seen it on women. They always give me that energy of like, you don't deserve to be near us, people who live in Karen. Like I've never understood. In Rwanda, we don't have that. In Rwanda, we don't have, yes, we have places where I say that, oh, Kichuke now is the new Kachiru or new Chiovu. But again, people will not like feel so sweet because they live in Kichukiro and you live in Lemera. Like it's people, it's not a big deal. It's not. What matters is your pocket, not where you stay. As long as, okay, as long as you stay in a good house, it doesn't matter where it's located. You get my point. So up to now, I've not understood people who stay in Karen. Like, why is it that when someone tells you that I stay in Upper Hill, I stay in South B, I stay in this, that, I feel like you're almost telling me, please, can you go sit that side? Don't be near us people who live in Karen. I swear, that's how I feel. Like whenever, like people give me that negative energy when I tell them I don't live in Karen and them they live in Karen. I always get that negative energy. I didn't know until recently that when my husband took me around Karen, like I was so eager to know what is it so special about Karen that people feel so proud when I don't know. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say because it's hard to explain, but there's that negative energy you get from people who stay in Karen and you stay in I don't know where, Upper Hill. Now, what if I had said that I stay in where? Kibera. It's called Kibeli. Kibela. Yes. What if I'd said that I stay in Kibela? So they would have called the police on me. I know. So that's my life trying to find friends in Kenya. Of course, even that one, we exchanged numbers and didn't work out. I was like, okay, I need to stop trying. Like, I need to stop trying because, first of all, I don't know where I stay and where the people I end up meeting. There are two different things. Karen and other places, I think they don't connect. So I decided to stop trying to get friends because I always end up with the wrong people who stay in Karen because they stay in Karen and they don't want to associate with people who stay elsewhere. So that's how I end up giving up trying to get friends in Kenya, especially women. For men, I would say I have a few who even call me to check on me, purely check on me. And these are people that I met through work, where I was working, and they are genuine good friends. They check on me. I like them. They like me. We talk a lot. I'm a person who talks a lot. So I have those ones. But when it comes to, especially the Randis, people that have tried to get here, and these are people that they've not even been here for so long. Okay, those that have checked, the one I've tried to call, they've been here for so long, I think they even turned to be Kenyans. But again, at the end of the day, they are not Kenyans, they are Rwandese. They are married to Kenyans, but they are Rwandese. We can all like meet at the airport in Rwanda and then we look at each other like, so have you carried your Karen here? And you may find in Rwanda they are staying in Nyamirambo. I'm not saying Nyamirambo is bad. Nyamirambo is very beautiful. But again, when I compare the Karen of here, oh God. Anyway, you guys, that's my journey. I've summarized everything. But I'll see you next time. Please comment, subscribe, like, and tell me what it is that people in Karen do that makes them feel like other people don't matter. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Take care.